My name is Josh with Non-Perishable Marketing, and this is a part 2 tutorial on Photoshop, some of the basics. Really basics. So in the last one we showed how to take text, overlay it on top of an image, then select the text, removing the text, cropping the text out of an image. This one we're going to go ahead and just take it one step further. If you're not familiar with this, then here's the basics. What we're going to do is select the layer which has this text on it, which it's not really text, it's an image. But with anything you're allowed to do what's called blending options. And blending options opens up a lot of great little features like outer glow. Outer glow, the way it works is you're able to check one off, right? So if I check that off, but I'm still selected up here into drop shadow, I can check off outer glow, but I haven't accessed the outer glow menu because I haven't clicked on outer glow. You get it? So same thing with beveled and emboss. I don't even know really what emboss means, but I just know how it works. You can see inside the how it's kind of giving me that depth effect where it looks like it's circular kind of things. So so that's just one more little cool tool to use. If I wanted to put a stroke around the image, you can select the color. So let's just go with white. White's always good. Okay, and you probably only need one pixel around the image. But I think that kind of helps to make a lot of things. Gradient, if you're just working with text and you haven't already made an image, you can use gradient, or if you have a specific shape that you want to add more depth to, you can use gradient. It's a really good tool, and again, you might have checked gradient, but you're not on the gradient menu. See how we're still on stroke? So now if you come over here to gradient, and you click it, now you'll see that you're on the gradient menu. This is where a lot of people just play around with this in order to create a logo or stylized text. So it's not that difficult, and really anyone can do it. So if you have any other questions, shoot me an email. But this is where you take that logo or stylized text to the next level by adding that additional depth to it. Again, I really like the outer glow. I think it's pretty cool. And that's that. If you're doing this for a lot of stuff, what you're probably also going to want to do is remove the visibility of the layers. Okay, so I unlocked that, so now I can remove that. You see, I don't know if you guys saw what I just did. Control Z, undo. You see this lock over here? I'm going to double click it, or triple click it. Okay, which unlocks it. And now I have it on a transparent background, which means that now I can take this and drop it onto all kinds of images. What you're going to want to do is just say File, Save As, and then save it as a PNG. PNG allows for layers, and then USA is great. PNG, it's got the layers. It'll say none or interlaced. While interlaced sounds cool, interlaced is going to be in such a format that'll probably break down in some applications. So especially if you're doing this to give to people that aren't using Photoshop, or that might be using Word or picnic.com or sumopaint.com and stuff like that, then you're probably going to want to just say none. That way they won't break down. But if you just hit OK, it'll save it, and then when you hand somebody a file, they have a transparent background and cool looking text with a little glow, a little effect around it, and that's the way it's done. So thanks, folks. Again, Josh, Non-Perishable Marketing. If you are artistic but don't have a website, we really should talk. So go ahead, send me an email, give me a call. I can build the sites, and then from there it's real easy for me to give you dimensions of how everything works. You can start blogging. If you build a website out of Flash, there's no search engine optimization for Flash, so you need some kind of a template. That's why when I build websites, I'm using WordPress, and I'm pretty good at building the WordPress websites where we can then SEO it. And there's a whole thing that you need to do before we actually even buy a domain name. Before you buy a domain name, call me and let's talk, and maybe we could work something out where we could do a little bit of work together. Again, it's Josh, Non-Perishable Marketing, Josh at nonperishablemarketing.com. Thank you, folks, and I'll probably put together another video. Again, I'm covering the basics, so don't expect me to show you anything really too crazy, but that is it. It's the basics. Thanks.